Hey everybody, I'm AdamHarry from BoLS, back with another quick unboxing, and today we're looking at the Warhammer Quest Blackstone Fortress expansion pack, Escalation. This is a brand new expansion pack. It's got 5 new explorers, and, well, technically 4 explorers, and then the retinue guy, which is the X-101 servitor, so he's not really an explorer by himself, per se. It also comes with 7 new cultists, including a bunch of new cultist sculpts, including like a heavy stubber and a grenade launcher, as well as the cultist firebrand leader guy, which is a pretty crazy looking guy. I want to definitely dive in and check that out. This is not just a miniatures expansion either. It's a whole new campaign for you. It's only a 4-page book for the escalation stuff, 40 pages on the exploration, so kind of like the rules and campaign stuff, and then of course 8-page data sheets. 8-page data sheet booklet for you. Plus, you get 11 new board tiles, 68 cards, 29 more counters, 4 stasis chambers, and 1 throne of the Malix envelope. That's the special thing you get for completing this scenario. We're actually not going to open that because it's a surprise. And from what we remember from Blackstone Fortress, they're all different. So, pretty cool stuff. Let's go ahead and dive in. Got the plastic wrap off. Here we go. Probably need a lot more plastic wrap in here. Here's the tiles, and we'll go through these here in a second. We'll actually open this one up. Here's the booklets, and these are all wrapped up in the same thing. You got your assembly guide in there too, and again, we'll open that up and take a quick look. Bases, more sprues. This is the firebrand sprue, so we'll take a closer look at that in a second. This is the Explorer sprue, again, 4 of those plus the Servitor retinue guy. This looks very similar to another game called Combat Arena. You might recognize that sprue. And then the Occultist sprue. Very interesting. I like how it neatly fits on one boxed size sprue. Wonder if we're going to see that later. Moving on. Here's the Throne of Malix envelope. Do not open until the Throne of Malix has been conquered. So we will not open that up. Sorry, folks. What else do we got in here? We've got Obsidious Malix. These are the data cards. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Here's your stasis chambers. Found out what these are for. These are for your characters in between games. You put all your stuff in these little stasis chambers here. They have like a little, not quite like a zip tie lock or whatever, but I'll open these up and show you. So these just kind of open up. Boom. Boom. They're little baggies. They're really fancy baggies for your miniatures, or your really don't want to put your miniatures in yours, but maybe just your character cards. So like you'd put your character cards in there with any, upgrades and stuff to keep them nice and safe, a little tucked in and cozy, in between explorations. Because as you know, with Blackstone Fortress, you can actually play multiple campaigns with different stuff. Your one explorer could be a longtime veteran of the Blackstone Fortress, and then somebody else's character might be brand new. So you can mix and match. It's part of the fun. There's more baggies for stuff. And then we always like to check just to see. Look at that. I don't know what that is. That looks like a bit that broke off. That's somebody's head. Whoops. And cards. More cards. These are the Resource Shrine Chamber Mortis cards. Oh, that sounds ominous. But there you go. So that's why we always check. Everybody wonders. That's why. All right, let's take a closer look at those minis. All right, here is the sprue for the 4 explorers plus the retinue character, X-101, the servitor. Again, this is the same one from Combat Arena. If you saw that unboxing, it's the exact same sprue. And again, I don't know if it just happened in the shipping over to us here, but one of the bits popped off. This is actually the head for the Psyker, and that bit actually goes right there. It's number 19. If you're wondering at home, I know you're super concerned. But there you have it. It's actually a really cool kit. Again, really neat models. You get a Servitor, which is kind of a new upgraded looking Servitor. Super cool. There's a custom Tech Priest, custom Astra Militarum Psyker. There's a Crusader, and then, of course, the Rogue Trader with dual pistols that have scopes on them, so better be super accurate up close with that thing. Anyway, it's a really detailed kit. It looks pretty cool. I've already put together these miniatures for Combat Arena. They go together really easily. They're not quite push fit. They kind of are, but they're not. They're not hard to build models. I do recommend using plastic glue. They do have the pegs though that will help guide you and put everything together. I actually found a little tip a buddy of mine told me about was he actually trims the pegs back before he assembles them to make sure that no like air pockets don't get stuck in there when you're trying to get them together, so they sit really flush when you do that. So that was a cool tip, so I started doing it and it works great. Let's take a look at the cultists next. Here are the cultists plus the firebrand. Again, pretty neat looking cultists. They're kind of push fit, sort of. Again, same deal, same advice. I recommend plastic glue for these when you're putting these together. They should go together pretty quickly. They don't look super complicated. They are slotted models as well, so perfect for the slotted bases that you get in the box. And yeah, pretty good detail. Great for extra cultists. They do look slightly larger than the previous kind of quick build Chaos Cultists. I don't know if everything just kind of got the Primaris treatment, got a little bit larger across the board or not. If these are going to be new cultists, fingers crossed. But they're pretty cool. They got the grenade launcher, they got the heavy stubber there, so pretty neat. And then of course the Firebrand is this really cool looking character. He's got that crazy like rhino horns, tusks up front with some kind of weird, you know, armored carapace in the back. Looks kind of like a beetle on crack with a flamethrower. So crack beetle flamethrower. There you go, fire beetle. But it's a neat looking character, and those are some pretty cool looking cultists. All right, so we've opened up the packet that contained all of the booklets. We're gonna run through these real fast. We're not gonna go through each page here, obviously. This is the Escalation book, and this has just got kind of the backstory, some new rules, new explanations about stuff. Got all your components and stuff broken down. Again, more stuff for the quests and all that fun goodness. There's a new rules, like we mentioned, the new hostiles and stuff, and the new arrivals, and then a quick Escalation reference there for you. That's such a cool looking servitor, man. Also, it's got 2 new ships, which I want to talk about real quickly. We'll show these off a little bit later too, but there's the Ultimatum and the Seeker Omicron. That's a Greek letter that I don't know, so I'm gonna say Z. I know it's not, but there we go. Next up, the Exploration. This is kind of spoilery, folks. So yeah, this is the campaign book. I'm gonna flip through a random page. It's got different chambers in here, random stuff, how to do these different setups. It's got more lore passages in here, which we're not gonna read. The Black Shrines, again, more craziness in there. Not showing all that stuff off. There's also a back part of it here too, which is kind of cool. So that's kind of a hex map for you. So again, campaign book. Didn't want to spoil it too much. Here's the data sheets, real fast reference guide for you. Blackstone Fortress, hostiles. If you are planning on playing with these in Warhammer 40k, you've got all of your data sheets to do that with points there up at the front as well. And then we also have the Cultists of the Abyss. This is a pretty interesting little loadout here, because it's 1 Cultist Champion and 6 Cultists. They have Infantry, Cultists of the Abyss, Chaos, Servants of the Abyss as well. So, keywords are kind of important in 40k. They're only 2 power level though, so yeah. And then the Cultist Firebrand is an elite, actually. Ooh. Got anything fancy? Hellfire Torch. It's 8-inch range, assault d6. It's heavy flamer. Ouch. With 2 damage. Saucy. I kind of like that. Pretty cool stuff. And then we've got the instruction manual here. These are just, you know, pictures on how to build stuff. Nothing too crazy, right, folks? Again, the models aren't super complicated. That's only like a 2-page pamphlet anyway, so yeah. Ready to rock and roll. Last thing we want to show off was some of the tiles real fast. Here are the 2 ships. These are the ship cards that kind of go along. And here's the new part of the punch-outs for the new rules and stuff. So, yeah, these ships, again, you can flip them over to have facilities or support depending on how you want to use them. and that's the menace tracker there as well. Here's just more punch outs for the Blackstone Fortress. Double-sided stuff all along there. And then more tiles for the different map options. These are, of course, double-sided. They look pretty cool. And again, double-sided. Boom. Well, folks, that's everything that we're going to be showing off here for Warhammer Quest Blackstone Fortress Escalation. Don't forget, there is also the old, Blackstone Fortress Throne of Malix here, which we're not opening. Sorry, folks, but once you beat this, then you have the right, the privilege of opening up the envelope there. So, gotta play if you want to win. Anyway, I'm AdamHarry from BoLS. Thanks for watching. Click to subscribe. Check out more videos. And thanks for watching.